Girl, I'll be right back. Yes, honey. Yes. She is slacking because she's not prepared. So let me start with this. Welcome. Welcome to Nathan Uncensored. I'm your host, Nathan Twerk. So, yeah. So, I'm going to go ahead and bring on my guest, Miss Darkahontas Soleil.
Ooh. Slayana.
How you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I was doing good.
Oh, that's good.
It was good. So I would film a show during the fucking Super Bowl.
Yep.
Anyway. So, let's jump right into it.
Oh, get down on it.
So, dating during the pandemic.
Never heard of her. Who is she?
I hardly know her.
I don't know the bitch. Is she famous?
Wait, did you see the video? There's a video of Drew Sidora that's on YouTube that's like, who is she? They're like, oh, she has a YouTube channel. Drew Sidora's like, oh, that's a job? Having a YouTube channel?
The shade. The audacity of it all.
Can't even.
I can't. Ooh, this crown hitting right now.
Cheers.
Cheers. A bubble. Clickety clackety clink.
Okay. So, during this pandemic, you mean to tell me, since all this COVID-19 started, what? A year ago?
Yup.
You ain't been, okay, maybe not as much, but you ain't been having nobody toss your salad?
I mean, if I want to get my salad tossed, I go upstairs, pull back the shower curtain. I got a whole bag.
Not a whole bag.
Whole bag.
Would you like to give details as what is in that whole bag?
My bag of dicks. My bag of dicks.
I said what I said.
And I meant it. I can switch that shit up. I might want one dick one day, and then I might want to have a threesome, a foursome. You never know.
Okay, so you haven't had interactions with other human beings for sexual pleasure?
Do dreams count?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
It don't count? I think it's count.
No, ma'am.
I'm picky, so.
Well.
Picky.
So were you picky even before the pandemic?
Yup. Can't let everybody rock the boat.
Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong. That is true. That is very true. There we go.
Periosa.
But still, I mean, you ain't had a guy over or
Not
been to
since
his house.
I don't never go to nobody's house. No, ma'am. We don't go to Dick. Dick is delivered. Delivered.
You right, because I delivers.
we get Dick delivered around here. We don't go to Dick. No, ma'am. No ham. No turkey. No cheese. No butter. No biscuits. Get that shit
Honey,
Postmates.
honey, I know ever since I got my vehicle, my sex life has definitely increased a lot more.
Oh no, ma'am. I have all the dick come to me. No, ma'am. Cause you know what would be even killer if you get the dick and it's trash. So you didn't drove all the miles for nothing.
True.
The all damn dastardly of it all.
True.
If I drive to somebody's house to get some dick, look, they better be throwing it or we gonna have to fight afterwards.
Girl.
I'm gonna get my redemption. I'm gonna get my redemption.
Oh, well, hello, hold on.
Oh, look at you, Tatiana.
Mind your business. You don't know what I'm doing.
The way you said that, though, I know the audience. I know the audience know that he's. We all know that means someone's on good right now. Oh, somebody got a pickiana. Oh, looky. He's looking.
I don't fucking like you right now, okay? I don't fucking like you.
I said what I said. Oh shit, I'm dead.
So, that was going to be the topic, dating during the pandemic. But since you're not into that, moving on, let me see my other topic.
Now moving on.
Yes.
Ooh, guess who's back in the house? Click, clack, clack in the house.
Don't do that, because this is YouTube. Because, girl, they would shut us down quick, fast, and into a hurry.
Are you right? I tried it. I'm so sorry, YouTube. Don't throw this video on. Oh
Okay, so, do you, before the pandemic, did you do hookups on the apps?
Here and there, here and yonder.
Okay, between the here and yonder, do you have any horror stories?
Horror stories.
Like, he didn't look like what the pictures didn't match what he looked like in person.
Oh, I had that happen before.
Or maybe he sent you a picture of his dick and the angle looked like it was big, but it turned out to be a Vienna sausage.
He's not a size queen, so
or like just anything, something, just a story that did not end how it's supposed to end.
Okay. So I have a story like that. It was this one guy I hooked up with, right? When I ain't hooked up with him, right now he was not the T.
Was he cute?
At all? Not at all. Not at all.
Sometimes the ugly people need love too.
Well, it won't be for I. No tea, no shade. But I was like, we were supposed to come over, watch a movie, eat some food. I was just cooking. I had cooked a lot that day. I'm like, okay, well, you can get the food. So, and that's the first time I ever picked somebody up. So I picked them up, and I should have drove off at that very moment that he came out the motherfucking house. But me being the good citizen that I am, I still let him get in my car.
What was red flag number one?
Red flag was just the face overall. You know what? That's why I just don't fuck with dudes with filters. It was the filter. It was the filter.
What did it?
It enhanced a lot. He got in my car. I was like, I know you fucking like. Guess I'll pull the vibrator out tonight because this ain't that.
This bitch. Not pull the vibrator out.
As soon as he got in my car, I was like, we gonna watch a little quick movie. I'm gonna feed him. I'm gonna take his ass back home.
Netflix, no chill.
No chill. We ain't even Netflix. We YouTube. We YouTube.
Bitch, yes, for free, not the Prime. Yes.
Exactly. YouTube and leave.
Hashtag YouTube and leave.
Right, I hit him with that. I got work in the morning, knowing damn well I have work the next day. I gotta get up early in the morning. Let me go ahead and take you.
Ooh, girl, that reminds me. But go ahead, I got a story.
After that, he was like, what was? And I'm like, this not gonna work out for me. And then as soon as he got out my car, I blocked him.
Girl.
Block. I'm like, never again. And that's why I say never again. No, not no dude with no filter. I need more than 3 pictures so I can see for myself. All his pictures had filters, and it didn't stick out to me. That filter makes him look Snackosaurus Rex. He got in my car looking like expired.
When the milk expires so long that it becomes good cheese.
Exactly, that's how I felt. I was so hurt and disappointed. Like he catfished me.
Look, I would have, if I would have picked him up and he got in my car with the, you know what? My mama just called. I gotta go.
You know what? When I saw him walking, I'm like, I'm saying to myself, like, he don't look like the picture. A part of me was like, drive off, and a part of me like, don't do that. You're a changed person. I should never listen to that bitch. I should just drove off.
Now, I don't know what that would have been. That is not petty. That's fucked up.
Yeah, because I would have blocked him on the way to my house.
Girl, same.
Cause he lived, and it was crazy because he lived like how far? He didn't even live that far from where I lived.
Was it dark when you picked him up?
Yes, it was.
Oop. Well, I mean, but oop.
This was while I was military too. I was in National Guard, so I had just got off of National Guard. Went home, changed just to pick him up. I'm like, never the fuck again. Never again.
So then, let me tell you my story.
Ooh, go ahead, spill the TV to us.
Girl, this dude. Okay, so we met on Grindr. And whatnot. Yeah, I was low on gas, so I couldn't drive to him. So he offered to come pick me up.
Oh,
so
he
like,
really went.
Right.
He want the buffet.
Right. Oh no, it was the other way around.
Oh, he want the dickhead.
And so he picked me up. He drives me out to Fountain.
I know you fucking lying. That should have been a red flag right there. They ratchet over there. No ma'am, no
girl,
ma'am.
that was like literally. I don't know where we got to a point where I didn't know where we was, and I'm just like,
Am
I about to be murdered?
Take me home now. Turn around.
Look, I'm over there clutching myself like, am I about to be murdered?
The question was, is this you gonna have to fight for your life? I'd have fought for my virginity.
had to fight in that jail cell for my virginity.
Yes. I done fought for my virginity. Fuck all that. You're not gonna take me in the middle of nowhere and think you're gonna do whatever. No. We both gonna be hurt.
Broken, blooded, bruised.
All that.
Honey.
All that.
We both gonna be in the hospital looking across from each other, looking like I fucked you up. I fucked you up too, nigga.
Exactly. You don't look so pretty in that bed either.
Now, I said what I said.
And I meant it. A boop.
But anyway, so yeah, that was red flag number one. So we get to his house. It's a really nice house. But he got neighbors. Well, I know he had one neighbor that had a Trump 2020 flag.
I know you fucking lying. That's a red
Not
flag.
him. Not the dude that picked me up. But his neighbor.
That's
But yeah, that was yeah.
flag number 2.
Girl, so we get up in his house. He got a nice ass house. I was like, if he was cuter, I'm like, ooh, let's get married, bitch. Let me put me on the lease, on the mortgage.
That's shade. Not if he was.
If he was cuter. If he was
Ooh,
cuter.
the shade of all shade.
Hold on. I said what I said.
He was cuter. Oh. Ah. No.
Anyway.
I can't get
So
that one.
we get to his room.
Oh.
We do the do.
The do.
Right. And then, you know, afterwards we're just laying there. We just start talking.
Not
this
talking.
motherfucker this motherfucker started showing me all his butt plugs, all his dildos. He had like a 10 to 13 inch black dildo.
The devil is a liar. No ma'am, no ham.
And then what made it worse was that I had packed an overnight bag.
Oh, girl, I know you fucking out of Uber Lyft. Uber Lyft. Pick me
I was in
up.
between paychecks. I was waiting. It was like almost a week before I got my next paycheck.
Baby,
And
I
so-
call every friend in my phone. Fuck all. Pick me up.
Right now.
SOS, bitch. SOS. No, ma'am. Not 13 to 10 inches. Oh, my God. What the walls at? Foundations crumbled. Sheetrock all on the floor. Lord have mercy.
Girl. And you know what? On that note, we'll be right back. Child. Anyway, So what was I saying?
Shit.
Oh,
It's I'm a little buzz. You can't ask me shit like that.
me too, girl.
Child, cause this right here fucking me up.
Mm-mm.
I haven't even eaten yet. I just took my food out the oven while we was on this break. Thank God. Almost forgot it was in there.
So yeah, I didn't brought me a little overnight bag and whatnot because I was planning on staying the night. Girl, when he whipped out all his toys, oh, you know what? My mama just texted me. I gotta go. Can you drop me back off? She said she go. I thought you didn't have no gas. She said she gonna meet me at the house. She gonna pick me up.
Here we go.
I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Girl, he dropped me off and I blocked him.
My God.
Mm-mm.
See, that's why I don't go to people's house. Mm-mm. Come to me. Postmate that dick over yonder.
Bitch. But I usually go to people's houses.
Couldn't
You know,
help
now
it.
that I got my own vehicle, I go over, I'll drive over to someone's.
No. I gotta be able to defend myself if I have to, and then if I have to kill them, then it's self-defense, and I call a cop. And that's how
Oh, trust. Oh, I got some stuff to defend myself if I need to in my vehicles.
But yeah, you in the house. You don't think you're gonna make it to the vehicle? Fuck me.
I got stuff in the vehicle and I got stuff in my purse.
Alright, look. They gonna have to
Look,
come.
I'm a fuck your ass up long enough to run to my vehicle, and if you just so happen to get to my vehicle as I do, then I got some shit in my vehicle to fuck your ass up even more.
I just I don't think I've never been to anybody's house. That's just been like one of like my laws, cause you know I'm like a bottom strictly and forever.
No, I get it though. Like I get it. Even if I have my own car, because you want to have somebody. Like no, you want to when they come to your place, you're in your own space. You're comfortable. You know where everything is. If God forbid, not saying that I wanted to, if something goes down, again, you know where everything is.
They gonna die.
And then I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I did not promote violence.
I don't promote violence either.
But if you're in a position that you need to defend yourself, you need to fuck that shit up.
Do it. You better rock, devil. Rock. Yeah.
But in your own place, if everything is successful and the night goes the way it's supposed to go, once it's done, they leave and you're still in the comfort of your own home. You can go and shower, get you some food, smoke you a cigarette.
I don't smoke though.
Whoever. I'm not talking about you. That too. Drink. Hold on.
And it's a good thing that I do it the way I do it too, because to be honest, since my first time, I didn't lose my virginity until I was 22.
Same. I was 24, 25. Well, actually, no. Okay. When it comes to gay men, I feel like there should be a difference. When it comes to me actually fucking someone, I lost my virginity when I was like 24, 25. When it came to me getting fucked, I was like 25, 26, 27.
Well, it's been 22 for me. I've tried topping twice in my life, and neither one of those times was the tea. That's why I'm like, you know what? Jesus said, "Thou should take it and not give it," and I ran it with it.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Nigel just put me backstage. stage.
So wait, the time that you topped, like what? Okay, the first time you topped, what went wrong? Was he not clean? Was it just like? Did it take for long? Did it take a long time for you to nut? Like what was it?
So the first time, this was like when I was military mid service. I'm just like probably 2015, 7. So at this time, get me, I was motherfucking I was an E2. This dude I was talking to, I knew he was military, but he was an E5.
Okay, for those that do not know, can you just slightly clarify what an E2 and an E5? Obviously, an E5 is above E2.
Yup, a lot.
3 levels. Okay, so that means he's really important, and you're kind of like
I'm just out here.
okay.
And that was the first time. And that was a complicated one because after the fact that he told me, oh, I was going through a divorce and all this shit. Bitch, what?
I just want some dick.
And see, that was the thing. That was the first time I taught because he was like, I want to try. I'm like, okay. And we tried that, and it just was not successful because it's like, I'm a BBC. I didn't ask for it. I didn't sign the papers. If I can go back to Jesus and be like, Jesus, if you can take this contract back, I will go ahead and deny the services. I would have denied the services. I didn't want that because I'm a bottom. So it's like it don't serve me. So it's
It do feel like that. It do feel like that sometimes. Not you, but when I see porn and the bottom is
hung for no reason.
enlarged, it's like, oh. But then at the same time, it's like, girl, I do want to poop right the next day.
Curiosa.
But go ahead. I'm sorry.
But yeah, that was the issue with that was because I was a BBC, it wouldn't fit.
Oh, she was tight.
Tight. Talking about first time. This was during my, I just take him in. He was like,
wait, so it was your first time?
No, it was his first time.
Okay, that was my like. Okay, that makes sense now. That's why he was so tight. Okay.
And after that, it's like, okay, I didn't judge it from that because, it's his first time. He ain't never had it. So I tried it again. And this was like when I had got out. I was like in that space between I got out of active and I was transitioning over to National Guard. So this was actually the first time I've ever took anybody home.
Oh.
Yeah, it was the first time I ever took somebody home. And it was crazy because he was straight. But just how he acted and talked, it didn't resonate that energy to me at all.
The vibes.
The vibes were not there. I ain't gonna lie, he was cute as hell. Oh my god, he was cute. That's when I went through this phase with Hispanics. Oh my god, I was so crazy over Hispanics.
Ooh, he was Latino.
Oh yeah, he was a Latino. Oh my god.
I love a good.
What killed me even more is because he was hung too, because he was like skinty.
Oh.
Skinty, hung like a horse. I'm like, Jesus, this man don't give me his dick. His dick. Give me that dick.
You gonna learn today.
And what killed me mostly, because it's like I'm mostly at that time I was like more of a bottom. And I'm like, okay, he cute as hell. If I can get pregnant, that'd be my baby daddy type scenario. So I'm like, okay, we'll try topping. And that was the second and last time I tried it. Because it's like the whole time, like I was rock. Solid as a rock.
Yeah.
Rock. But it's like each time I tried to put it in, my shit would go Laffy Taffy. And at that moment, I was like, my brain is even telling me, no, bitch, this ain't what we doing. This ain't the tea. You is a bottom, bitch, stay a bottom. I said, you right. You right. And that's just how that ended. That was also the first time I ate ass, too.
Oh, wow.
That night was crazy. We got from the club. We stayed up till like 6 the next morning, just talking and shit.
Aww.
Yeah, that's crazy. He broke my heart. Fuck him. Fuck no.
Piece of shit.
Fuck no. He missed out on the best piece of chocolate he could have dipped in.
Ever had.
I ever had. I wish I could have had that thing. No, that boy was like a horse. I'm like, ooh.
Ooh, girl.
Let me get my ooh. Let me get my ooh.
Okay. So I got a story. I've told this before.
Yeah. Ooh. Not the nails.
I should do AMSR.
I'm so good.
Yes!
I'm dead. Oh, y'all subscribe, be honest. Just remember subscribe.
Hold on, wait.
I'm a little tipsy, no lie.
Okay, yeah. Anyway. So, we'll share one more horror story and then we'll move on to another topic. My horror story. Met this dude on Grindr.
Ooh. That's it, as usual.
I had my vehicle at the time. The one I got now. So I went up to his place. He was like, he met me outside. He was like, you gotta be quiet because my roommates don't really know about me. So I'm like, okay.
I know you fucking
little bit of a red flag, but okay.
A little, that's a lot of a red flag.
We're gonna talk about that next. So, we go into his room and he's like, I'm a massage therapist or whatnot. He got him a little massage table set up. We didn't use that. But he has this little massage music playing music. You know, just playing in the background and whatnot. So, you know, he gets on the bed. I start massaging. He had a nice little bubble.
Oh my god!
It was the kind that jiggle when you hit it from the back.
Oh my god! It sounded like me.
It was just waves.
A scoosh.
So, of course, we started doing it.
Oh, do.
He gets a text message. No, excuse me. His phone, dings. First of all, he checks it. So that was like
the all the audacity and disrespectful. Oh my god! Not during the smash it. The smash. Oh, you should have punched him in the back of his head.
And then after he checks it, he tells me I gotta go.
Not Sherman.
I say why? My wife was on the way home from the military.
Did you at least get to Finiana? To infinity and beyond? Oh Lord, yeah, I'd have.
Girl, what's that? My engine could no longer.
I'd have blacked out.
When I tell you, I turned into a pack of ramen noodles, quick, fast, and in a hurry. You gotta go. Why? My wife's on the way home from her deployment.
No.
If you could have saw my, if it was dark, it was nighttime, it was dark inside the house. If you could have saw my face, that would have been the face of that they use for sitcoms. How the face just drops when Fifi, was talking all that shit on Drag Race, and then they did the reveal and showed the four queens that got eliminated, and Fifi's face cracked, and Andrews was like face crack of the century.
The century. No, you top that. You top that. That's, disrespect.
Girl,
He out here taking dick and giving dick. Ain't no. Oh my lord. Good saints and holy nights. Oh my God.
yeah. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh, whoa.
Girl, I had to go get a bottle of wine on that.
Girl, what the fuck? Girl, I could have never would, never. Lord have mercy.
So, do you have a stereo, another stereo? Oh, your second time you topped.
That I gave you the first and the second time. That was that second time was with that Hispanic dude. Hispanic. He broke my little heart. That's why I became a low.
All right. So then, let's talk about
sex, baby.
Don't you do that? Don't you do that? Let's talk about have you ever like had a met up with someone that was like or done something that was like, we got to keep this on a DL, or that didn't have like a face pic, but you still met up with them anyway, or something that was just very like very in the closet.
Oh my God. So I had a whole situationship with this one boy. That's when I lived in the apartments before this one I lived in.
Come on, entanglement.
Oh, it was fucking thumb. It was thumb. Thumb. I wish I would have just blocked him and would have went on by my life. But Lord, that went on for like a year. And we never had sex. So that was the whole thing behind it. And it was because, okay, we're going to start from the beginning of the fucking story. So this boy had hit me up. At the time I was living in these apartments, they by Black Forest.
Ooh, bro, in up north, you bougie.
Yeah, I was up north. I'm a little central now, still a bougie.
Wait, you in Denver or the Springs?
I'm still in the Springs.
Oh, okay.
I moved here because it's a lot more freedom. Those other apartments I had, what I've learned with these bougie apartments is they have all these rules. And it's like, for my apartment before that, it was like I never had to deal with those type of issues. Like, if I had people over for the weekend, I have to worry about getting no fucking notice or nothing about that. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I got to go. I gotta go. But let me get back to the situation. So this boy, he lived like not even like 5 houses down from my apartment. So my apartment, it was like in this like little, pretty much it was in a cul-de-sac where my apartments was. He lived like 5 houses down. I found that out because I did my research. I did my research. So we talked for like forever. He was cool as hell. Never had an issue. As far as his profile, it said he was like 22. I was 22 at the time. So he was talking, it was like the Vibatry.
It was there.
It was there. Like, I was ready to ride it. Put it down, pick it up, swallow it, all that. Like, I was about to be on some Lil' Kim shit.
In Notorious?
Notorious, yes! So, okay. So the first time he actually came to my place, he pulled up. It was crazy because we were supposed to actually do something that day. That's gonna be the official break my back day. And he came up. And he's like, we came and we talked for like 5 minutes, and he had to go because he had to do something. And in my mind, I'm like, why you can't?
So wait, I'm assuming he lives maybe Denver, Springs, or Pueblo because you said
No,
he
he
came
lived.
up.
No, so he lived in the Springs. So the thing was, he lived in the Springs. He literally lived like at least like 5 houses away from me. He wasn't that far at all.
Oh,
It wasn't like you usually say miles. He was like feet away from me.
oh, I'm
Feet.
thinking. Oh, you were living in Black Forest. I'm thinking he drove from the Springs to Black Forest and
Mm-mm.
then left. But y'all were both in Black Forest, and he stayed 5 houses down from you.
Yeah.
I'm drunk. I'm drunk.
So this the tea. So I knew a lot about him. He had like 2 jobs. So his second job actually started. He was like, "Oh, I gotta get ready and go to my second job." So that was the first time we actually met, and then we was like, "Okay, we gonna plan this again." And so it went on months. We were still talking, trying to plan this shit. Cause I'm like, I want the dick. Give me
Give me
what
the
I
D.
want. Give me the
Give me
dick.
the D.
Give me that dick. So we just talking and shit. And you know what? Me being, Inspector Gadget and shit, I had to do my research. Because I just felt like a lot of stuff was adding up. I'm like, you got 2 jobs. You literally live like 5 houses away from me. Like, why is this such an issue? You know what I'm saying? He work in the evening time. So it's like after 5 o'clock when he works. It's like, what the fuck is you doing the rest of your day, sweetheart? So, it was a lot of, so in between that time, we was just, I'm like, just pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. And he
Come
was
get
like,
this
no,
pussy.
I can't do it today. I got work. I'm like, that's new. Okay. Yeah. And it was just oh my God. It got to a point where we used to text during the day, and it got to a point where he would hit me up after night. Mind you, I didn't go to sleep at night because I just had terrible sleep schedule. So I would stay up till like 3 o'clock in the morning, go to sleep, and wake back up at 6. So he would text me at like 12 every night after we had a little conversation. He's like, "Oh, meet me at such and such," and I'm like, "Boy, you got me right now." Excuse me, meet you where? It's 12 o'clock in the night, sir. What do you mean meet you? I ain't about to fight for my virginity in no damn forest, no track, none of that. And then I started doing my research. That's when I started asking him questions. I got to ask him questions, and I was drilling them to the guard. And then finally came out. He like, "Well, I'm still in high school, senior year," and I'm like,
Rewind.
"Still in high school, senior year." So that's why you couldn't see me during the day.
Rewind.
Yes, we're gonna rewind. Yes, he said he was in
When
high
you,
school.
so you said he was 5 houses down.
5
He
houses
came
down.
over. He was there for 5 minutes, and then he was like, "Oh, I gotta leave. I gotta go take care of something," and then left.
Yeah, he had to go to work. I knew he had work. Like, I guess he took so long to get over from where he was. He had to go to work. And then I started putting, I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, get to asking them more questions. Like, well, how the fuck old you? Are you still in high school? Like, you want old ass high school person if you're 22? And that's when it came out. I was like, I'm 19. I'm like,
did he look 22? Or excuse me, did he look like he was still in high school?
No lies, he didn't look. He had like a little goatee. Oh my God, his goatee was so cute. Oh, his goatee was so motherfucking cute. Lord have mercy. I'd have rolled.
Okay. So in other words, you were sprung. You were so sprung you couldn't really see if he was in his facial day if he was old enough.
No, he didn't. He didn't really. I mean, look at me. I mean, people wouldn't say that I'm 26, but
bitch look Shut young. Up, bitch. When you hit 30, then talk to me.
3 years. But it's like he didn't give me high school vibes. I just knew he worked 2 times. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But when he told me that, he's like, that's when I started digging deep. He's like, okay, I'm in high school and whatever. He's like, but I have roommates. I'm like, okay. Because I was like still 22. I'm like, you young, but I'm like, you still in my range. Because my range is like 5 years. It's shorter now. Shorter now. Because I was 22, he was 19. I'm like, okay, well, you're not that far off. And then like, okay, then we got a little closer. Then it got to a point where he would text me sometimes during the day, but mostly during the night. And it's like when he text me during the night, he'll try to like. So these apartments I lived in and the house he lived in, behind all of that was like a trail. It's a hiking trail.
Mm-hmm.
So he always tried to get me to meet him back there to do something. And I'm like, no, boy, hell no. No ma'am, no ham.
Hold on.
Yeah, there's a lot with the story. As I told you, it was a situationship.
You said there was a hiking trail behind his house.
It was a hike. So it was his house because he lived like 5 houses down or so. And our apartment. The apartments had like these hiking trails and shit. It's like it's not like crazy, but it's like little walkways and shit you can go to, and then like a little area and all that. You know, a little walkie walk.
Yeah.
A little walkiana. You know what I'm saying?
Bust down, walking out. I'm done. Continue, girl.
But he kept
Don't
trying to
get me in
get me
trouble.
like, you like meet me here, and I'm like, boy, it's 12 o'clock at night. I ain't trying to put no fucking clothes on, and I got school in the morning. I was in college, so when it's crazy to me, and it's like okay, and then that's when I started asking more questions. He like, well, I'm with my roommate. My roommate's tripping right now. I can't leave the house. In my mind, I'm like, bitch, that's your roommate. Well, you mean you can't leave the house, sweetheart? Your roommate can't. Your roommate can't tell you that you can't leave the house.
Hold on.
And that's when I started putting two to two together. I'm like, you live with your parents.
I was just about to say, if his roommates are tripping and he can't leave the house, nigga, you live with your parents.
Exactly, because I'm like, he like, oh, well, my roommate's tripping. I'm like, well, don't you got a key? And I'm like, well, he like, well, I do, but my roommate still be tripping. I'm like, that don't make sense. And I'm like, your roommate's not gonna trip about you like leaving to come to my place, bitch. I live by myself. You won't spend the night, you spend the night. You're like, nah.
I mean, I could possibly see that. Maybe if he said like he was never on time with the rent, or he was slacking in bills, or he was just slacking in household duties, that his roommates would trip.
Never said that. It was just the fact that he said that, oh, I can't leave the place right now because I have to wait for my roommate to get home. I'm like, the fuck?
Oh,
Right
there. That statement. I have to wait till my mom gets home.
That's when I asked him, that's why I'm like, if you live home with your parents, just fucking stay there. He said, well, I'm sorry. I live with my parents. After that, I blocked his ass. I blocked him, and then after that, during that time frame, I also deleted Grindr. Because at this point, I was like, you know what?
Over it.
That's when I was like on my second vibrator. I'm like, at this point, I'm just going to give me another vibrator because he just fucked my whole life up.
Bitch, I almost choked on my cigarette smoke.
He fucked my whole. That's when I was like, young. That's when I was young. I was young. And at that time, I was like trying to settle, settle down, but not settle down. Like I was looking for something. And he was giving me the vibes. And it's like, it just went away. And I'm like, this boy got me fucked up. Like, I should go beat him and his parents up. Like, how dare he treat me like this? I'm a bad bitch.
Why the parents?
Because they raised him to be that way. He ain't just picked that shit up by himself. He found that somewhere and he went with it. He saw somebody do that older than him. And he said that was okay. They had something to do with that.
Bitch, you stupid.
that that
Okay.
that that was a mess. And then I actually got back on
Mm-mm.
Grindr because when you young, you can't just delete Grindr.
Yeah.
So I end up deleting it again. Mind me, when I deactivated the other account, so I had to start over.
Ugh.
So you start over all them people you blocked.
They show up again.
Yes, he was one of them. Poppy on the back in my damn DMs. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, take the wheel. I don't want to deal with
Well,
this right
okay, so obviously he was older by this time.
now.
Was he out of college? I mean, out of high school?
I mean, to be honest, it wasn't even that many months.
Oh.
Like a couple weeks.
Had graduation even occurred?
It was occurring, but see,
Say less.
That's when I start asking more questions. Because at first, in my mind, I was like, I should have just blocked him, but it was just too much history, though. It was too much history for me to just let it go. But me being dumb and young, now if I was the age I was now, I'd have blocked him right then, right there. Went on by my life. But I'm like, okay, that's when I believe in chances. I'm like, okay, I guess I gave him a second chance, but that's it. That's it. I won't ever do it again. Child,
Okay. So with that being said, we got like 9 minutes left.
19.
So now, with what you know so far and your experiences, what would be a deal breaker for you?
For me, a deal breaker is if we can't hang out in public. Because I am publicly gay.
Like
if we can't just go to a restaurant or a bar, and people like, oh, so what is he? Oh, he a friend. No, nigga, we fucking. You breaking my back in every other night. No, sir, no, ma'am. Play with your penis, not me.
girl.
That would be the deal breaker for me. Like, if we can't go out in public, then I already know you on the DL. You in the downward room.
But what if the conversation is right? If y'all have had sex, the dick is good. Like, what if he's just like saying all the right things?
I haven't had good dick since I lost my virginity.
Mm-mm.
And I've been with 10 people.
All right. Okay. When you start talking to someone, would you? Have you ever seen the show Girlfriends?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, my I love that show when I was growing up.
I most identified with Maya.
Oh, what's that? Oh my gosh. It was Joan. No, not Joan. She played on Blackish.
It was Joan, Lynn, Maya, and Tony.
I'm so bad at names. I'm so bad at names.
But what was that? Girl, I forgot the pronounce. I forgot. Oh! So, in that show, Joan would implement, like, whenever she would start talking to a guy or interested in a guy, she would implement her 3-month rule, where she wouldn't have sex with the guy until 3 months has went by. Would you, or have you, implement some type of rule or standard before
Oh yeah, I have this thing that I've been doing. Like I started this like 2 years ago. It saved me on a lot of shitty situations. I have this 3 day rule, but it has nothing to do with like sexual. It's just as far as like 3 days is like communication wise. The first day I'll text you that whole day. I'll initiate it, whatever. Second day I'll initiate it, but I kind of pull back.
A little
That
bit.
third day I'm not gonna text you at all.
I'm waiting for you to text me.
Yep. And by the end of that third day, if you don't hit me up,
If
then
you
I
don't
just block
text
you.
me, then
Just block you. Block Yana.
yep.
You got to go. That's how
So
I
have
just
you
do it.
given? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying that's how I weed out the weak.
So have you and or would you give out your number on Grindr?
Oh no, ma'am. If anything, that's my number one rule. I never give out my number. If anything, the most I'll give you is probably either my Snapchat or my Instagram. At the time, I didn't have Facebook, so you can either reach me out on those two. If you weren't trying to do that, well, baby, we just gonna talk on Grindr.
No, because okay, don't get me wrong. I like talking on Grindr, but when you're out in public, maybe it's just me.
Yeah,
But when you're out in public and you get that sound, and then when people look at you and you look at them, you're trying to determine, do you know what that sound means? Or are you just looking at me because my phone made a sound?
I don't be worried about none of that. My phone's always on vibrate though. So I just get somebody needs to put their phone on. I want to say somebody needs to put their phone on vibrate soon. Cause my phone always on vibrate. Can't relate.
I had to give your black ass a 30-second timeout, honey. No, ma'am.
No, you didn't.
Hunty.
Was I spreading too much tea? Maybe you should pour the wine and put a little tea in your glass, sweetheart.
Anyway,
So dead.
we have came to the conclusion of our show. I want to thank you, Dr. Huntus, for being on the show.
I'll tell you that you had it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, this video will be posted on Facebook later on. What would you like to, or where can the people follow you?
They can follow me on motherfucking Instagram. It's Dark Honest Duh. That's ITSDARKAH to the O to the N to the T to the S to the duh DUH.
And what did she say?
Huh?
I said what I said.
And step by sex.
All right. So don't go nowhere. I'll be right back.
I'm not.
Okay, so thank you for tuning in to Nathan Uncensored. Be on the lookout. Next week, I'm going to have Portia DeMarco Douglas, and I will be posting about that and mentioning the topic that we're going to be talking about. I will also share the link, and you can also make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Bye.